Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is a 2023 American fantasy heist film directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, who co-wrote the screenplay with Michael Gillio from a story by Chris McKay and Gillio, based on the tabletop role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons. It is set in the Forgotten Realms campaign setting, and has no connections to the previous film trilogy released between 2000 and 2012, starring Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Regina Page, Justice Smith, Sophia Lillis, and Hugh Grant. The film follows Bard Ejin Darvis, Pine, and barbarian Holga Kilgore, Rodriguez, who enlist a team of unlikely heroes to steal an ancient and powerful relic, but come into conflict with evil forces. Production went through various phases in development since 2013, beginning with Warner Bros. Pictures after beating Hasbro and Universal Pictures in a lawsuit over the film rights to the tabletop role-playing game, before moving to Paramount Pictures, each with various writers and directors. Goldstein and Daly were the final writers, directors, using elements from the previous attempt by director Chris McKay and screenwriter Michael Gillio. Filming began in April 2021 in Iceland and later Northern Ireland. Prior to imprisonment, Bard Ejin Darvis, Chris Pine, served in the Harpers, an order of peacekeepers, sworn to defend the oppressed and fight tyranny, until his wife Zia, Georgia Landers, was killed by disciples of a red wizard he had arrested. With Zia's death, Ejin abandoned his oath. Ejin took to drinking heavily, and that's when he met Holga. Holga was a resident of Rock Bottom, and was cast aside by her tribe for falling in love with an outsider. Holga took pity on Ejin and took him and Kira in. She saw Ejin like a brother. Holga and Ejin turned to theft to fund their survival. Kira grew up in this atmosphere. Accompanied by barbarian Holga Kilgore, Michelle Rodriguez, Ejin attempted to make a new life for himself and his daughter Kira, Chloe Coleman, by turning to theft. Teaming with amateur sorcerer Simon Omar, Justice Smith, a half-elf wild magic sorcerer, who is the descendant of Elminster Omar, a notable wizard, rogue con artist Forge Fitzwilliam, Hugh Grant, and Forge's mysterious acquaintance Safina, Daisy Head. While raiding a Harper stronghold, Ejin attempted to steal a tablet of reawakening to resurrect his wife, but he and Holga were captured while their accomplices escaped. Simon was unable to stop Safina's magic, which was too powerful for him. Ejin entrusted the tablet to Forge and asked him to keep Kira safe. After 2 years' imprisonment in Arctic Revel's End, the pair, unaware they have been pardoned, escape to Neverwinter and learn Forge has become Lord there after its prior Lord fell mysteriously incapacitated. Forge has been taking care of Kira, convincing her that Ejin's selfish greed led to his arrest. It is revealed that Safina is a red wizard, and together they orchestrated Ejin and Holga's capture. Forge had told Kira that Ejin was after the Tablet of Riches, but Ejin clarifies that it was the Tablet of Reawakening. Forge refuses to hand over the tablet to Ejin. Kira does not believe Ejin. Safina attempts to execute Ejin and Holga, but they escape and decide to rob Forge's vault and bring Kira home during the upcoming High Sun Games, needing the tablet to prove their innocence to Kira and resurrect Ejin's wife. Forge tells Kira that he gave the Tablet of Riches to Ejin and he left. The gladiatorial games had been banned, but Forge reinstituted them, promising that the games would bring tourists and money. Ejin and Holga track down Simon to help. He suggests also recruiting Doric, Sophia Lillis, a tiefling druid raised in the Neverwinter Wood by a wood elf enclave, a druid whose forest community is fighting forced logging ordered by Forge. Doric agrees to help Ejin as there is no one else willing to stand up to Forge. Shapeshifted into a fly, Doric infiltrates Forge's castle, finding the vault has magical defenses from Mordenkainen, which Simon cannot disable. Simon believes a magic relic, the Helm of Disjunction, could disable them. It's a helmet that disables all nearby enchantments. The helm went missing ages ago. They travel to an old graveyard to ask Holga's ancestors where to find it. Simon resurrects the dead with a talisman long enough for them to answer 5 questions each. The corpses reveal they gave the helm to Zenkiendar, Regina Page, a paladin who narrowly escaped Shastam's rise to power in Thay and as a result, ages more slowly than a normal human. A paladin who fled his country, Thay, when Shastam, Ian Hammor, a powerful red wizard and the ruler of Thay, turned thins into an undead army. Not being asked enough questions, one corpse is left alive. Zenk agrees to help the group when he realizes that Forge has made an alliance with the Red Wizard. He suspects that Tam is up to something. Currently, Tam's powers do not extend beyond Thay, and that is what he wants to change. After forcing Ejin to swear to distribute any gained bounty to the people, Zenk guides the group through the Underdark to retrieve the helm. With the help of a teleportation staff, obtained from Holga's halfling ex-husband. They find the relic but are attacked by thin assassins sent by Safina. Zenk fights off the assassins and helps the group escape from the obese red dragon Themberchode before departing. Simon has trouble mastering the helm's power as the helm refuses to allow Simon to wield its power. Simon blames Edgen as he says that he told Edgen that this plan is not going to work. The group loses their morale, and everyone wants to quit. Edgen narrates that he stole Red Wizard's treasure, and didn't know that they marked it. He led the Red Wizards right to his own doorstep, and his family paid the price for it. Edgen says that he cannot quit. They decide to use the staff to enter the vault during the games, but the portal opens into a stone wall, and Doric tries to dig a hole into the wall to get through as a worm. Edgen decides to enter the vault through the front door, and attacks the castle with Holga and Simon. Simon gets to the door of the vault. Simon and Holga infiltrate the magically sealed door, but find the room empty except for a magical trap. Doric infiltrates the location where the treasure is stored, and it is under the arena. Safina, disguised as Kira, subdues Edgen. The group is captured and forced to participate in the games, but manages to escape the stadium. Doric discovers Forge has loaded the treasure onto a boat and is preparing to flee. The group cannot figure out what Safina gets out of the deal. If Forge is escaping with all the loot, the group steals the boat for themselves and rescues Kira from Forge, who threatened Kira's life. As they escape, the group realize Safina organized the games to draw a massive crowd and turn them into an undead army using the same curse that destroyed Thay. The group returns, transporting Forge's stolen riches out of the boat with the teleportation staff, and spreading them across the city by hot air balloon, drawing people out of the stadium before Safina's spell takes effect. Enraged at her defeat, Safina attacks the group, but Simon manages to master his magic and nullify Safina's time-stop spell, allowing Kira to use an invisibility pendant Edgen, and Holga gave her as a child to place an anti-magic bracelet on Safina. Safina is killed when attacked by Doric in owlbear form, and then crushed by falling debris, but Holga is fatally injured. Edgen uses the tablet to bring her back to life, accepting that he wanted to bring back his wife only for his own sake, while Holga had become a true part of their family. Doric signals openness to a relationship with Simon. Restored, the old Lord of Neverwinter declares the team heroes of the realm. Zenk sends Forge to Revel's End, where he spectacularly fails to escape as Edgen and Holga did when his pardon was denied.